Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today the recipe I'm sharing with you is of a traditional Sindhi fish curry with potatoes. So you don't want to miss this recipe for sure. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. And if you have, thank you so much. So let's start cooking this traditional Sindhi fish curry. Here are all the ingredients that you will be needing to make this curry. You're going to need 1 large onion, and you're going to go ahead and blend that with 15 small cloves of garlic. You're also going to go ahead and puree 2 tomatoes in a blender. You're going to need 3 potatoes peeled and cut into chunks. You're going to need 1 Serrano pepper, and you're going to go ahead and dice that very finely. You're also going to need 1/4 cup of tamarind pulp. Here are all the spices that you will be needing. You'll need 1 teaspoon of whole cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1½ teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, and 2 teaspoons of coriander powder. You're also going to be needing 2 tablespoons of dry roasted fenugreek leaves. And I will show you that, and I will also show you how to dry roast them. And I'll show you the packaging of that so you're a little bit more clear on this. It's called meaty at the South Asian grocery store. The brand of the fenugreek leaves that I use, but again, you can purchase any one that you like. This is how you're going to dry roast the fenugreek leaves. You're going to take about 2 tablespoons of it, set the heat to medium high. In a frying pan, just go ahead and dry roast them. I went ahead and washed and cleaned this fish very thoroughly, just giving it a final rinse here. You're going to cut it into about 10 pieces. This is just before I'm starting to cook it. I just gave it a quick final rinse. This is to marinate the fish with. You're going to take 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of coriander powder. Mix it around nicely because you're going to use this to marinate the fish with. So take this mixture and go ahead and sprinkle it all over the fish. You're going to do the front side, then you're going to flip it around and do the other side. You just want to make sure that you get it on each piece. Go ahead and gently rub the spices in on the fish so that way it gets absorbed nicely in it. After you do that, go ahead and give them a quick flip, and you're going to do the other side as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn all the pieces around and do the exact same thing of sprinkling that mixture, the spice mixture, on the other side. Again, make sure you're getting all the pieces covered with the spice mixture on the other side. You're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and blend these in with your hand a little bit and mix everything around nicely. I just pick up each piece and kind of give it a nice rub, nice massage to it so all of these spices are in there very thoroughly. Once you mix it around nicely, go ahead and set this fish aside and start your onions. On medium-high heat, you're going to go ahead and put 1 cup of oil and add your cumin seeds to it. Once the oil is hot and you can hear the cumin seeds crackling, go ahead and add your blended onion in here. I'm going to blend this onion with the garlic, and we're going to go ahead and blend it very nicely. Go ahead and add your onion and garlic mixture to the oil. Make sure that you keep stirring it because it does have garlic in it, so it's going to stick to the bottom. Go ahead and put the tomatoes in a blender and go ahead and puree the tomatoes at this time as well while the onions are cooking. While the onions are browning, make sure you keep mixing them every now and then because they do have garlic, so they have a tendency to stick to the pan. So just every now and then come by and give it a good stir until they brown out. This is how I'm cutting the potatoes. I split them in half, and then this half, just cut it in half. Just like that. You really want large chunks of potatoes in there because they're going to cook while the fish cooks. It took me approximately 15 minutes to get my onions like this on medium-high heat. I'm going to go ahead because they're nicely brown now and go ahead and add the tomato puree. Just like that. Go ahead and give it a mix. And at this time, now you want to go ahead and add all of your spices and the tamarind pulp and also your Serrano chili. So let's go ahead and add the Serrano chili in there. Here is our tamarind pulp. And here are all our spices. When you prep things ahead of time, it makes it a lot easier and you save time on the cooking. Okay, you want to be careful that these spices don't burn. You want to be very, very careful, so keep mixing them now. If you feel that it's getting too dry, you can add a little bit of water every now and then. But you've got to mix this really well. You're going to keep on mixing this until the oil comes on top, and at that point I will show you. Make sure again, if you see that it's drying out a little bit, just add a little bit of water, just like that. And just keep mixing. I'll show you once the oil comes on top, and then we'll be ready to add the fish to it. The more you mix it, the better this masala is gonna taste. So keep on mixing. You wanna keep mixing it until the oil comes on top. If you feel like it is drying out, just add a little bit of water. Once the oil comes out on top, I will show you the next step. Okay, can you see that oil coming on top, just like that? Go ahead and give it just a couple more minutes. This should be ready to go. This took less than about 5 minutes. Check that masala out. How good does that look? And you can see the oil is starting to come on top. Once you start seeing that, go ahead and lower the heat slightly to medium. And this is a perfect time to now start adding your fish. Here's the marinated fish, and I'm gonna go ahead and add it to this. Just give it a quick mix so nothing sticks to the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and add our fish to it. My mom absolutely loves the heads of the fish, so I do include those as well. I'm not a big fan of the head, but my mom loves them. Oh, by the way, I did not mention the fish I'm using is Milkfish. You guys can use any meaty fish. You don't want to use one that's too thin, something that's meaty so it holds up to the gravy. Okay, we've got our fish in there. Now we're going to go ahead and mix it very gently and add our potatoes. Very, very gently, because you don't want to break the fish. Go ahead and mix it in there for a couple of minutes. Very gently. Just like that. At this time, you want to go ahead and add your potatoes in here as well. And let's give everything a good mix. Again, very, very gently. You just want to make sure that the fish and the potatoes are covered with all this masala that you made. Okay, we're gonna turn the heat back up to medium high. While I was mixing, I usually turn the heat down to medium. Okay, everything looks pretty good to me. To this, now we're gonna go ahead and for the gravy, add 2 cups of water right over here. 2 cups is the perfect amount for me, but you guys can check in the pot that you're making. You just want the fish covered with water, just like that. And give it a good mix again. Let it come up to a boil. At this point, now you don't want to mix the fish anymore because now the fish is starting to get soft, so you're going to break it. It barely took like 1.5 minutes for it to come to a boil. So now it's ready to go ahead. You can put your lid on it and turn the heat down to low, and this is going to cook approximately 25 to 30 minutes. This has been cooking for about 15 minutes now. Check this out. It looks amazing already, and it's not even cooked yet. And you just want to mix it just a little bit, just here and there, just to make sure nothing is sticking on the bottom. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how amazing this smells, guys. I'm gonna put the lid back on it and cook it for about another 15 more minutes. Guys, I'm gonna show you a quick trick that my mom taught me. Grab both of the handles with some pot holders and gently just turn it around like this, just to mix everything inside so you don't break the fish. This way you don't break the fish, but you get everything mixed. It's been about 25 minutes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and see what it looks like. Wow, look at how delicious does that look. Look at that. I'm gonna go ahead and garnish this with fresh cilantro. So we're gonna go ahead and cut that up, but I wanna show you guys. Wow, wow, wow. So let's go ahead and garnish it. Okay, let's go ahead and chop up some fresh cilantro and garnish it. Just like that. Guys, I can't even tell you how amazing this smells and how amazing it looks. You want to go ahead and turn the heat off. I did go ahead and mix the cilantro. You just want to spread it out just a little bit. You don't want to mix it in or anything because you'll break the fish. Traditional Sindhi style fish curry. Machli jo board, ai hunasa magad chamranji mani serve kandas. So guys, let's go make a plate. I will be serving the machijo board or the fish curry with this rice flour chapati. It's called chamranji mani in Sindhi. And I'm not that great of a cook to make this by myself. I don't know how to make it. It's very, very difficult. So I did purchase this at a Bangladeshi store in our area. So this is what it looks like. Check this out, guys. How delicious does this look? Sindhi style, traditional Sindhi style fish curry with rice flour chapati. Machijo board, ai chauranji mani. Now, what could be better than this? Do try this recipe and let me know in the comments below how it turns out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. And if you have, thank you so much. Remember, always believe in yourself, love yourself, and take care of yourself. Until next time, enjoying my traditional Sindhi style fish curry with my rice flour chapati. Bye guys.